He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
Lieutenant glances into his little notebook.
You run this place.
Yes.
Yeah, he's terse.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He still doesn't know our name. Apparently, I'm the harbinger of ruin. What is... Golden orange like a forest fire, but smells like liquor.
Currently in between names. Just don't ask.
Can I have a drink?
No, you cannot.
Officer, I was thinking more along the lines of your name.
That's, I'm a bougie guy, you understand.
Fantastic.
I'm just saying, so...
You need to understand. I'm like reinventing myself. I'm like the man formerly known as Garbage.
That's wonderful, really. I think so. But there's a dead body out back. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
Sir,
That's pretty messed
I
up.
understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Oh man, this guy's too good for us.
Kim? Oh, yeah. Well, he's too good for you.
He's too good for everybody. Especially me.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Hmm.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Hey.
Ooh.
You said you
Free
just met her.
number.
From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Yes, that's me.
Mm-hmm. I have everything. You?
Ah, yes, the questions.
Yes, yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
He's angry.
The game is the game is aggressively telling you to do your damn job.
Looks like someone's upsetty spaghetti.
I hope that's an option.
He thinks you're stupid, sire.
Sire.
Oh no, drama can only be bad news.
Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous question, which you can later use in the more sinister ones.
Ooh.
Not vice versa.
That's really
true.
good advice.
I mean, that's how you should lead all conversations. It's just like a good debate. You need to make somebody say something they didn't realize was important and then entrap them with it.
that's manipulative.
Yes. That's detective work.
You said an all con. You know what? I'm just gonna drop it.
Let's see. Why did Sylvie leave?
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Am I not a cop? Everything is my business.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Okay, you got me. She went
Yeah.
away
Hell
because
yeah.
of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Being nosy paid off. We have to be nosy all the time now. You understand this? The game is conditioning us to be an asshole.
Yeah, no, it's conditioning us to. You know what?
Do our job.
You know what? This is. You're doing this on purpose because of how I played Majora's Mask, isn't
No.
it?
This is how I play video games.
But what I do.
When I'm playing Fallout New Vegas, I walk up to the guy who goes, "Can you please help me find my son?" Then I find his son and I bring him back, and he gives me the quest reward, which involves me turning in a unique gun, and then I shoot him in the back of the head and I steal the gun. That's how I complete missions. Because I want the best possible course of actions. And if I find out later That shooting in the back of the head was a bad idea. I won't do it next time.
You found me.
I mean, they're not real. I'll do whatever I want to these guys.
They're real in the context of the story.
Morality in video games is a wacky and dangerous thing.
But they're real in context of the story, and aren't you trying to become invested in the story?
I am invested in the story. I fail to understand the question.
I fail to understand you.
You act like I can't be insane and also be invested. That's just nonsensical. Alright, let's see. He opens a little notebook in the corner, at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. I like how Kim's just making notes on the investigation that we clearly are also kind of doing, but not really. But his is clearly more concise because his one's like a normal, like, little pocket one.
Both of these suck.
Yeah, not great, huh?
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Man, and he said he was the manager too, so he asked one of his employees out. That's very uncomfortable. I don't know about you, but if I happen to be the boss of somebody, I don't usually, like, ask them out just because I'm worried I'm going to make them uncomfortable. This feels wrong.
Fair.
Ugh. Unfortunate. Like, I don't blame the lady for walking out. See, this stuff gets on my nerves. I'm a feminist. I mean, that is kind of what I'm saying, actually. I wouldn't necessarily call that being a feminist. That's just being appropriate in the workplace, but...
I mean...
I'm also a feminist. I believe in equal rights for everybody, no matter how much of an asshole they are. Including myself.
Insert that one Kazuma meme.
What, gender equality? He's right.
He's right, but he's creepy about it.
If you can kick a guy in the balls, you should be able to kick a lady in the gooch. That's all I'm saying. You shouldn't. You shouldn't do that to anybody, because that's very mean. But, if you were going to do that, it would be sexist not to kick the lady in the gooch. Yeah?
My brain is smoking.
It's too fucking late for this.
You are an interesting individual.
Hey,
I don't know...
Equality does not mean preferential treatment. It means everybody's treated the same.
Yeah, and you're 6'7", and I'm 5'7", so they should make all doors 6 feet tall.
No, they really shouldn't. Then I'd hit my head on everything. I already hit my head on everything.
And then I'd feel...
Also, remember, I used to work at this restaurant where it was like a nice, really nice place, but they crammed like 8 chefs into this place the size of a food truck. And I worked in the dessert station under a hood fan because the hood fan was like 3 inches lower than my eyes. And there was an oven 2 inches away from the right side of my face at all times. So if something had spooked me and I'd like jumped to the right, I would have horribly burned my face.
Oh, that's not great.
Yeah. Cool food. I really liked the place. Would literally have killed me if I would have actually taken a for real position there. Like the manager, he was a cool guy. Let's see, what was I? Oh yeah.
Probably just say, like, I think what you were trying to say was number 2. It's like, yeah, it just trying to be thorough.
No, I'm saying 1.
All right.
That's how I feel.
What?
That's right. There's one thing I know about myself, it's that I'm a total raging feminist.
Do you have a phallus in here? I'm not feminist, I'm looking.
That's the worst.
That is the worst.
Yeah, I am a raging feminist.
Is that so? Mr. Feminist?
Is that inexplicable feminist agenda?
Just the...
Hang on a second. I kind of had a suspicion that this would lead to one of these. Alright. Temporary research bonus. +2 authority against men.
Something stirs in you. Something interdisciplinary. It is a newly formed reaction to the tyrannical gender roles around you. Or something you've always had. One thing is for sure, you're not a mild feminist. Oh no, these are incendiary thoughts aimed at undermining the very pillars of society. Could you fashion them into some sort of weapon, perhaps?
Oh no.
At first strike, a first strike weapon to decapitate the XY chromosome hegemony.
You know, that's what I think about when I think about feminism.
We should probably, like, start researching that shit.
Is deconstructing the patriarchy.
This game...
Yeah. Hey, it's only positive. The other ones lowered my logic.
Oh.
I guess that...
I mean, you didn't have to equip it.
I'm perfectly logical. Well, this one's still going. Price of self-delusion. Yeah. No, this one seems good. What possible bad options could this lead to? Okay. Alright, I'm a feminist now. I mean, I was always a feminist, really, when you get right down to it. Feminism is a good thing. Let's see. Is that so, Mr. Feminist? He catches the rust before it leaves his mouth, probably not thinking it's best not to say anything. Nice, he doesn't want to call me on it.
You've gained
Good
a
for
thought.
him.
When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it with special bonuses and effects.
Ha! Joke's on you, tutorial agent. I did that shit 3 minutes ago.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
No, we
Rhetoric-
can't ask if he killed him.
Rhetoric already told you to not ask him, though.
Yeah, but he also told us to distract him with bullshit before we tell him we ask him if to kill him. Or maybe he was joking. I'm not sure.
He said... I mean, you can ask him if you want. I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
See? It worked out. No problems. If we get an option that leads us back to the hub of dialogue options, it means there was no fault.
I'm not sure.
That's what I think.
Let's go.
That's all. Hey, interview. Let's go.
Not
I got a
so
skill point.
fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
I do have that, weirdly. What?
Yeah, just pay him. Wait,
There's
do
no
you have
option
that?
for just paying him.
I don't think you do have that much.
That's real.
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
Oh, I said real. Oops.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
By do you mean real? Do you mean some form of street cred? I don't want to pay him. Fuck that.
No, you don't.
What's he gonna
owe me
do? Call the
street
police?
cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
But what exactly is money? You're under arrest.
No. Why?
I'm not doing
why is
that
that
one.
an option?
Because I don't want to pay him. I think it's perfectly reasonable at this point that I actually wouldn't have the money.
It looks like you have.
Oh wait, I don't.
You don't. You have
No, I have like
$3.50.
$3. Oh right, yeah. I forgot the decimal isn't a full integer. Silly me. What for? I already know the answer to
Because
this.
you've been
but...
here for a week.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages.
Okay.
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real.
Oh my god.
Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
Why can't I just tell the police to comp it? I'm not paying that shit. This is, as far as I'm concerned, this is a business expense. Especially that violent outburst that broke that window. That's a business expense.
So you can only bullshit him and arrest him.
Well, one of them is a more effective means of bullshitting. Let's...
What are you, a philosopher?
Oh no. This is gonna lead to another thing, isn't it? Yes, I am a philosopher.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
8 bottles. Hell.
Jeez.
Let's say, interesting. Why do I need it? Proceed and show him the coins you found. Is this money? Proceed, but don't show him the coins. They're yours. Where do I get it from? Okay.
I don't. I have.
These are all awful.
They're all awful.
I get the feeling that this game is going to turn into... Here's a bunch of options. There's one you really want, but we're not giving it to you. The game. Why do I get the feeling
That's just life.
Why do I get the feeling this is going to just descend into abject, like, misery at some point? With, like, a horrible set of options that we don't want to pick. Like, just genuinely don't want to pick.
Like this right now here.
No, this is fine. I'm okay with this. I don't want to pay this guy. Fuck this guy. I'm a feminist. I don't believe in money.
Apparently not. That's the name. That's the title of the episode.
Stop saying that.
Survival to pay me, unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while longer.
Wow, that's deep.
Kinda.
Yeah. It's that old, like Tosh bit where he's like, money doesn't buy you happiness, but it can buy you a jet ski. And it's impossible to be sad on a jet ski. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point.
If you run out of money, you die.
Oh,
It's like
God.
that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call the cops and make them pay for it. Let's see. Where do I get money?
Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
That's like the one people who can't take bribes. I mean, but probably do.
Uh-huh.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Sad, but real. Let's see. This is money.
Yes, it is.
Count them and then give to them. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm now down to 90, right? I'm curious what happens if I do this, because I don't have anywhere near that.
Go for it.
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times
This
smaller
guy sounds so
than the
depressed he has
real.
to explain this to us.
I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
Okay.
Okay, but that's horrible. Okay.
The cafeteria manager stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter before him. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Yes, we get it. We're a philosopher. Okay. I am the Philosopher's Stone. Let's see. Darkness rides. Keep it to yourself and pick up the points.
What the fuck does darkness rides mean?
It means I'm saying that to him.
Yeah, no, I get that. You just...
Darkness rides.
It does, doesn't it?
Hey, I got my money back. Nice.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
Oh, he's probably gonna pay for you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Yeah.
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Somewhere I can stay. Fuck this place. Let's take a chance in the streets. That sounds like a great idea.
Sounds like you want to play on hard mode.
Sounds like I want to freeze to death in the streets. Yeah, hobo cop.
Oh my
No,
god.
don't. There's no need. You really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in
Yeah,
your car.
no
Call
shit.
them. Ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
Okay. He wants to say something, but instead he says good luck. See, the thing I said, yeah.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Well, shit, Encyclopedia, if you don't know, why the hell would I?
Do I even have a home?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
We said I was in Jam Street or whatever.
Jam Hill? Jamrock.
Jamrock, yeah. I don't know.
You don't really know, do you?
Maybe I'm homeless.
South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo Cop. Yeah.
Oh my
Entertain
god.
the
Yeah. New
thought.
Hobo
Maybe being a
Cop.
hobo and a cop has its advantages.
Perhaps. You know what that means. It's time to be Hobo Man. Oh no, I have to get rid of something. Whatever, let's see.
Can't you go up? There's more.
There might be, yeah.
There's
Let's see.
12 slots.
Gives -1 to composure. Research time 4 hours. A cop and a hobo. A hobo cop. Upsides. Can be disheveled, doesn't have to wash, carries himself with a lurched gusto. Hobo cop doesn't need anyone or anything. No one can kick you out because you don't have a home. Never pay rent again. Never again here. You're drunk. Why did you even come here, Harry? Go home. You're embarrassing yourself. Downsides. Are there any? I mean, seriously, give me one.
Oh, your name's Harry?
I guess.
I don't know if we want Hobocop. I don't know. Do you want Hobocop? It looks like it's just negative.
I mean, that's what the Superstar was, too. It started as just a -1 to logic. Actually, this was a -2 to logic when it started. But then it increased the cap to everything. I think we should hold off until perhaps we have some slots.
We have slots.
Oh yeah, I also got a skill thing, didn't I?
We have 9 slots, do we not?
Yeah. I'm not sure why they're locked though. I don't want to spend it if it's a point or something I can use.
What happens if you click A?
Spend 1 skill point to unlock a new slot.
So it is a skill point.
Okay. So it's a passive I can use to get a slot. Or I can spend it on one of these.
Oh, if you upgrade the one thing, you can go for the jump again. Probably physique. Which one was it?
Let's see.
I think it was the savior or whatever on the bottom.
Ah, here we go. Let's see. Policeman cloak.
Savior.
Salve faire.
Yeah.
It was a pretty hard check. It was like 13%.
You had 8%, but you're only level 1.
Yeah.
If you go up, if you level it up, you might be able to get your coat.
There we go. That's fine. We'll stick with that. That almost killed me last time I did it though, so I don't know if I should try it again right now.
It was only a morale dump. Yeah, go for it. You just level it up.
Well, we can always save and try it again. Oh wait, I gotta get the key from that guy first.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, wait, we didn't grab a key.
Okay. Hey, what's up, fucko? So many tasks.
Can I help you?
Trash container.
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Damn it.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
That's fair.
Alright, fair enough.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
What could this possibly stir?
Prod at him and find out.
What if I told you I am a hobo? Or was soon to be one, rummaging through the trash? Will you keep me out too? Yeah, I have to do it.
Yes.
I think it locked you out of it.
Good call. So would I. Teach a man to fish.
I'm not a fishing teacher. That is not why we keep our trash locked. Any place with a kitchen does it. It's not political, I assure you.
Everything is political.
Haha, never punished.
God damn it.
Ha ha ha.
Everything is... Oh my god, it's telling you to say it.
Everything is political.
Fine. Was there something you wanted?
Cool. Nah, I don't care about the poor. We need
What
those
do you
keys.
need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
I won't. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Oh, we're going to save that for later. Let's see.
Then it's just a poorly renditioned version of the one from Yakuza.
Oh, God. Dame dane. Oh, I would love if this dude was singing Bakamitai. That would be great.
That's the name of the song.
An old call
Whoa.
box with a matrix of push buttons
Holy
lists
shit.
all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
That's
Oh.
a lot. Ah, but I can't get in unless I call somebody.
That makes sense.
Well, let's check out the dumpster first.
This trash container is locked.
Hey.
The sliding lid has a padlock that says, with a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
I hope I jump in it like a trash goblin.
I
Don't.
hope you don't.
Maybe you shouldn't.
What?
Why not?
Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobocop.
Yeah.
Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
Can I have a premonition that there's something in there? Probably like a gerbil. Yeah, open it.
The smell of rotten food rises to
Yeah, that
greet
makes
you.
sense.
You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
But it's
Yeah,
okay.
It's a dumpster.
Because I've got gloves.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
For Ovocup style.
For extra. Oh my
We
God.
need the content. Go, do it.
Wow. An Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon. Half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny.
What?
What?
Where? I can't see.
Never mind. Look at that fat string of
Oh,
rather
okay, it's
elegant
fucking
pearls snaking amidst the banana peels. And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000.
This is the trash container
easy,
talking.
Unless you're into hi-fi yourself.
Yes.
That's too bad, because none of those things
That makes
are
way
actually
more
in
sense.
there. There's just food waste and crisp wrappings.
A cruel jest.
All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Oh. You take the.
An MT?
Only in its social sensibility.
I'm taking it. Yeah.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Oh boy, racist cup. My favorite.
Probably search under the boxes.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg
Thank
in
God
it.
I've got gloves
Some
on.
pasta wrapper.
So gross.
Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
Really?
Dumpster diving?
Have you ever had to dig through a bag of trash before to find something?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Luckily, I keep gloves around my house, so it's not the end of the planet, but, like, it's... Every once in a while, I'll just, like, drop, like, a component piece or, like, a screw or something in there. It's just like, do I really want this? It's like, yeah. Yeah. Dumpster diving?
No, searching for evidence in the trash.
That
Oh,
makes way more sense.
Yeah, okay. I mean, either way. Potato, tomato.
Good practice for dumpster diving. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note,
Turbo
however.
noodles?
Probably brand.
Probably a brand. Well, the other one's a brand, so I assume that's also a brand. I assume it's not noodles just shooting out at 200 meters a second outside of this trash can.
Not usually.
Wait, meter? That's really fast.
That's what
That's like enough to break the sound barrier.
Is it? Probably.
Imagine a pasta noodle flies past, like something flies past your head and you think it's somebody shooting at you, but it's actually just a piece of rigatoni. It just embeds itself in the wall.
No, that does not break the sound barrier.
Oh, sick.
343 meters per second.
It just smashes into a billion gajillion pieces of wheat pasta as bits go flying into your skull.
200 meters in a second.
Like somebody throwing a playing card, but it's just a piece of, like, elbow macaroni. Let's see.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Sounds like new pants to wear.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills
Yummy.
the air.
Probably from...
Sounds like new pants to wear.
The victim's clothes?
Oh.
Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Cadaverine odor. Interesting. Never heard that word. I got the context, though.
Drop them in here, officer.
trousers, baby.
Yeah, put them on my legs.
No.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty.
Tar
Or
mark.
empty. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
He looks
the
inside.
belt is missing. That's it.
Oh,
You
it's
see anything
yeah, and that's
else
what they
in
hanged
there?
him with.
I have another bag here.
No, he was hanged with a different type of belt.
Was it?
Yeah, it wasn't a pants belt. It was a forget what the word is, but it's like a heavy duty strap.
Different kind of belt. Yeah, okay.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach
Yeah.
for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Oh.
Sorry. That's actually very gross.
Yeah.
This is a
Bag it.
military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
Interesting.
Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
All right. We should go
Nice.
to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one.
The child.
I'd advise against confronting that force.
Yeah, we need to ask the kids. No, we definitely shouldn't do that.
No, probably not.
Think someone from the whirling might have been involved?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's
That
just
is
a
strange,
small
now
loose
that he
thread.
mentions it. Which means it had to have been thrown away by somebody who had the key.
Yeah, that's could have been the garbage company. Because he said the only people who have the key are the people who work there and the garbage company.
Maybe the garbage company killed him.
Probably don't have to ask the kids.
I knew their soul was filled with trash. Just like their work. Oh, if I said that backwards, that would have been way cooler. Oh, well. Yeah.
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
Shut up. Silence, child.
See?
The lieutenant nods,
Yes,
then
you can
looks
search.
back into the trash container.
Might as well.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands.
Oh, yeah, it's
Apple
cold,
and
too.
potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey,
Okay.
nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here.
I kind of wanted to see what would happen if that failed. Oh, well.
What's this?
Oh, it's hiding something from us.
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Is Inland Empire secretly the villain of this playthrough? Wouldn't that be fucked up if one of our voices was actively getting in our way?
And didn't we put points into that?
It's one of our best stats.
Huh.
Evidently. Well, actually, technically, all of our mental stats are really high, but yeah, that was our like specialty starter skill that we put skill points into to round it out. It's not that good, but it's at 4 right now. Let's see, man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
Oh, I see. What is this?
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
A miserable-looking slip of paper.
That's
sticks
why
to the
Inland
board.
Empire was telling you not to grab it.
Maybe our identity is gonna hurt us a lot if we figure that out.
If you don't mind me asking, How did this get in the trash?
Oh, wait, so that means that we threw it away.
Wait, hold on.
Or something we did.
Read that second one out loud, please.
It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin.
What the fuck does that mean?
Fascinating. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Going from the whirling through in the trash. I don't know, I'm boring.
That's probably true.
Must have been cramping my style.
There's
Yeah,
an
that's
autopsy report.
really interesting. For the great bloodletting to begin?
What are you talking about?
I speaketh the tongue.
Doeth thou also thorough inventories? You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some of it has fallen into the hands of the RCN's adversaries, bloodletting may well ensue.
Aw, thanks for playing along, Kim. I know we're full of shit, but at least you've got the toilet brush on you.
Oh no. I don't know, man. It sounds like we're gonna take those. Please don't. He's so good to us.
Yeah, he's so patient. He's like me, but less of an asshole. Okay, so he's not me at all.
I was gonna say.
Okay.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found,
Right.
are interactable.
And the mug.
Go to your inventory and select the interact.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Woof.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
So much of that fucking crowbar. Sorry, pry bar.
We should check the.
Inspect the case. Oh, and also I got this postcard. Sorry, wrong button. I'm figuring the controls. Alright, let's see. Yellow man mug. Oh, that's what it meant. Okay.
It's just
Interact.
a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
Why would you let me interact with this if there's
Look
nothing
at all
to do
that
with it?
content.
Oh boy.
Oh
Here we
god,
go.
look at this.
What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This is a lot.
There's a lot.
This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm not going to use it as an example. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this in the face of every merchant I find and tell them this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement. The mug
pretty
didn't-
good.
The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can anyone laugh anymore? Where's the real comedy? Why can't we just have a good laugh about this mildly racist mug? Yellow man. Oh god, I just got that. Let's see. These are all awful. But this one's fun. So
I think 1 and 3 are fun.
I'm gonna pick this one.
If you want to earn some change by guilting people, go for it. But if you want to earn real dough, finish the case and start getting paid again.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That makes sense. Why did you let me interact with this? It's awful.
Hold on, we can read the whole thing if you use the right. Broken-eared mug somehow made its way into the whirling in rags dumpster. It depicts a person of the Samaran descent frolicking in a field of saffron flowers, buck-toothed and grinning feeble-mindedly.
Oh.
It
I
seems
see.
to be a cheap knockoff of some colonial-era antique.
I guess I can't really see with the fidelity. It doesn't seem that bad just from a, like, zooming out, but I guess the teeth probably aren't very nice.
And what's the other? We should probably interact with the other one.
Yes, I agree. Oh, the ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow
Cabbage,
papers
aw.
hanging from plastic board, barely
Awful.
held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Does that mean it was in the toilet?
I guess.
Huh.
Anything else?
Wait a minute. So if it was in the toilet, that implies
Wait.
that somebody had tossed it in the toilet and either tried to flush it or trying to ruin it that way. And then somebody had dug it out because it couldn't have gotten flushed. Does that imply that somebody... So it was a two-step process. It wasn't thrown directly into the trash. See, I could make a good detective.
Maybe.
Let's see.
If all the pieces were laid out for you, maybe.
But it's a hypothesis that could be proven better with something else later.
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor for you.
Oh, man.
Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us.
Jesus Christ.
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Man, Inland Empire really doesn't... I gotta smell it. Smell it. Smell the ledger.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat.
Yummy.
The stuff of death itself. And then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Interesting. But
I guess we just go...
It still smells like toilet cleaner, though. Huh.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Leave it there, it's cool. Yeah. Maybe it's kitchen tissue?
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not, though. It's toilet paper.
Thanks, Perception. Oh, it was smell this time. Yeah, I'll take it off.
Still wet.
I got experience for that.
I mean, kitchen tissue. Sorry. Peels
I
off
did
the
not think
plastic
that would
easily.
change. Wow.
All you have to do is shake it off your finger, and voila. The ledger now looks marginally better.
What's the clip?
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Well used. Interesting. So I guess that really was our ledger.
Probably.
So based on our skill set and the number of things that have been happening so far, at some point we were a really competent detective. It's just, you know, the whole massive brain damage thing.
Were you the murderer the whole time and you're trying to frame somebody else by getting drunk?
Oh god, I hope we weren't the murderer the whole time.
Honestly, I kind of hope that.
I feel like this
If
guy's
that's
got enough bad stuff going on that being also a murderer probably just doesn't help.
He can't be a murderer. He's a Hobocop superstar.
It's a drop in the bucket, you know. It's like, if we're a murderer, it's like, well, okay, we're a fucked up drug addict, amnesiac, with mental issues and a terrifying lack of social grace, and also we murdered somebody. I mean, that's just, you're just dropping a like a pebble in a hole at that point. Okay, run
The
the
surface
finger.
is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Yeah, Perception, get your shit together. Hey, what's it?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
What, like what?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Oh.
Possibly useful.
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Such as?
All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
Okay.
Dope. We gotta go there
This means
anyway.
You can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Cool.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Yeah.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty.
Oh,
You count
this is like
more
a
than
whole
100
thing.
sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
So this isn't just like our notebook. This is like a whole set of like case notes and files.
Yeah, did you see how thick that thing was?
I guess not.
Well, you'll see again.
Yeah. Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, it was quite thick.
Yeah.
What's in there?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases.
Wow,
undertaken.
that's a lot.
Not completed, mind you.
I mean, sure. I mean,
Yeah.
how many cases do cops actually, complete that they take, right?
It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Seems like a lot.
It does.
After open an official case, is there room? I'm done inspecting. That's not a naming convention. Is 2 cases a week a lot?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not
Because they're
suggest
detectives, right?
it, lest you start making
Yeah.
mistakes.
I mean, I know some, little bit in the true crime world, some detectives are on cases for literally years.
Right.
For,
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, like a really complicated case could take weeks, months, potentially.
I mean, some serial killers get away with it for decades.
Yeah, but we're not getting a serial killer. It's like there's a dead body in a tree. Like, this isn't like a crazy gutbuster here, but I mean, this obviously is going to spiral out a lot. Let's see.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made a lot of mistakes. Good thing to keep saying to this guy. Yeah, brisk pace.
I prefer a normal caseload. It's a matter of method.
Yeah, that's...
Like a fan of girls,
Yeah,
the
fair.
checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
I'd like to think most cases for police officers is probably just some guy got shanked in an alley, and that's something you can fix within a week. Probably faster. A couple days. But that's not, that would be, the average. It could go, shorter or longer, depending on what's going on. Let's see. Naming convention.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system.
What's that
Each
mean?
investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet,
Okay.
still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
A name and the case number. Yeah, I
A
guess.
title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
I don't wanna. Capital letters, huh?
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
Oh my
Wow.
god. What a nerd. What is this Nancy Drew shit?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Wow, we sure watch a lot of people get killed.
Maybe
It's
that's why
going
you
to
got
take an
drunk.
effort to piece
Maybe.
these case files together, but it can be done.
Oh
Once you're
god.
done inspecting them up close.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
Yeah, no man.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Nice.
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I mean, that's pretty badass. I mean, that seems pretty realistic, all things considering.
This...
Yeah, I
bullet hole.
also have this one. Check it
Again,
out.
In your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that. To amuse myself.
I mean, that's
Alright,
fair.
fair enough.
I mean, it's like when you're dealing with such messed up stuff like constant murder investigations, disassociating by creating some sort of levity is a measure of importance, you know? You can't just mire down in the dramatic details all the time. It would drive you nuts. So, I mean, little levity's okay. It's not like you're doing it at their expense or anything. It's like a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
Yeah, that's fair. What happened?
Rail spiked through the head.
Phew.
Oh.
It was a workplace accident.
Phineas Gage, that bitch.
Surprised you know who that is. Mr. I don't like history.
Phineas Gage was a psychological study, not a historical study. That's why I know it.
Oh, so you know it happened, you just don't know when.
That's right.
Gotcha.
And I know what happened and why it's interesting. I just don't care about the when.
When did it happen anyways?
A while back.
Oh, in the 1800s.
It had to be after railroads.
I think it was during railroads.
It was a railroad spike, right? Phineas Gage, it was the guy who had, it's like a railroad spike got launched into his head.
It was a mining accident.
Or
He was tamping down gunpowder. Or
was it mining, like a mining rod? It was a steel rod.
it was a steel rod that I'm pretty sure was like tamping down gunpowder or dynamite in a hole.
Yeah, but
I don't think it was railroad.
But for the purposes of the audience, it was like a steel rod. It went through his brain, and then he survived miraculously. But the injury was so intense to his brain that he like fundamentally changed his entire personality.
Yes.
He went from like a pretty nice going dude to kind of an asshole, but like it was like a complete change of personality, like top to bottom. That's why it was so interesting medically, because otherwise he was a completely functional adult. It was a complete mental change as opposed to a physical one. Although it probably also messed him up physically. Let's see, count the pages.
Oh, he was a railroad worker.
Yeah, it was a railroad spike, right?
No, it was still a large iron rod, like.
Okay, well, yeah, no, fair enough. But I was right that it was after railroads.
Yes.
Haha, 1 point for me.
I'll give
1 billion points for history.